welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for a head and face shave today. I've got 3 days growth, I think, head and face, and I'm going to be using Stirling today. Stirling Varen. Now this was made for, I believe, the Dutch shaving group or something on Facebook, I think it was, and the scent on it is very strong, as all Stirling soaps are strong, but the scent to me just reminds me so much of like Imperial leather talcum powder. That's pretty much what I get from it. It's just a very powdery Imperial leather type scent. And it's nice. It's not a scent I would wear going out or anything like that, but it is a very, very nice scent. Now the soap came in a sample size, which I have squished into this tub, and it was another, well, I suppose, a gift from Peter over at the Artisan Arcade. You can head over there, artisanarcade.com.au, if you want to grab Stirling products in Australia. He packages well, he's an awesome guy to deal with. Granted, I haven't got anything from his store yet, but as I keep saying, I will be going to his store eventually when the funds settle and I'm back at work, to grab a few splashes and things like that and EDTs, and actually give him some well-deserved business as far as I'm concerned. Right, the brush for today for the head shave is going to be this. It has been soaking in my Port Rexton Brewing Company glass, which was very kindly piffed to me from Chris Kirchin over in Canada, who owns and operates Carve Shaving. Now the knot in this, I think it's knotted very similar to that Dan Rob in terms of the diameters and things. Now this is a 26mm Fanchurian. Now I'm not 100% sure whether he does the same thing. I think it's John over at Grizzly Bay. So this is a Grizzly Bay brush. That's his coin. I do like his coin. It's a very, very nice pour. It's a lot more neon in person, a lot more brighter in person, but you can sort of see some of the specks probably just in that little part there. However, what they sort of do it now, I'm not saying John does this, but I know that Dan Rob, I should really do this with a knot. Is that going to focus there? You can see there's a little bit of a gap there. It's not much, but it's a little bit. Now you take that bit of gap all the way around and it probably suggests that the hole's a bit bigger than 26mm. Now Rob over at Rob Moffat, who makes that Dan Rob brushes, the handle that I have my rhodium knot set in, I removed the knot, sent it over to Serjan at Rhodium Knots, and he measured up the whole diameter, and it actually came out at about 28mm. So I don't know whether Rob and John do that in order to create a little bit more bloom on the 26mm knots. I don't think it's really needed, to be honest, but that could be the reason why they do it. Right, that's me done. I'm not going to load any more than that. Is that a hair sticking out there? Look at that. Can you see that little hair just poking up a little bit just there, right on my eyebrow? It's not just a longer hair. There is, I keep forgetting, there is actually a longer hair on this knot. I'm just going to set that soap to the side. I'm not going to squish it all out and wash it now, because I'm going to be using it straight again for my face shave. Now the head shaves have been going really, really well since I've lightened up on the leaf razor. It's been giving me just exceptional shaves. Now granted, what I will say now, the setup I've got for my camera, I've only just noticed how bad this is. The camera's right in front of my face. Now the camera's got a big screen that sticks out the side, so it covers a lot of the mirror. So I'm struggling to see the front of my head. The back of my head's fine, because I just look over where I'm looking now and I can see the back of my head in the mirror way over there. You can probably just see my hand waving around in it. And that works very, very well, so you'll have to bear with me. I will do my best. I don't know how well this is going to work, in all honesty, for my straight razor face shaves, because it does block a lot in the mirror. I've actually got the camera sat on a little shelf that suction cups the glass. It's not the best setup, but I couldn't think of any other way of getting the camera right here. And whether it makes a difference to the quality or not, I don't know. You're probably sick of me talking about cameras and video quality, but I'm quite passionate about things like that. I'm very passionate about technology in general. But certainly since I started my channel 4 years ago, and I've progressed through several iPhones and then the Samsung Galaxy, to this, the ZV-1 from Sony, you can't really go back. I would find it almost impossible if I had to go back in quality. I would probably just shut the channel down if I'm honest, because it wouldn't satisfy my needs. Oh, another thing to mention, Varen from Stirling is mutton tallow based, so this is a mutton tallow rather than beef tallow base from Stirling. And to be honest, I find this base to be superior in almost every way, or it pretty much is in my view superior to the beef tallow variant from Stirling. It's certainly a lot thirstier. I've overloaded this brush, to be honest with you. I'm not too worried about the lather being voluminous either today, because I am using the Headblade, which I haven't used for a while, but I was sent something in the mail. I want to give it a try and just see if it does actually make a difference. I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to mess about with the lather too much. You can see there's a few nice little peaks. Right, so here is the Headblade with a free hair. Was that a hair? Now you can see the cartridge on it isn't the usual Headblade cartridge. Now this is it almost looks like I think it might be a Mach 3 head, I'm not sure. It looks like a Mach 3 head. Now I think it might be a Sensor XL with 3 blades, I'm not sure. Whoever sent me this, if you can contact me again if you watch this, I hope you do watch it. And just send me a message, because I cannot find the person that sent me it, and for the life of me I can't remember your name, and I've chucked the wrapper in the bin that it was posted in, so I don't even have the name on that, and I'm just dreadful with my memory. So you can send me a message so I know who it was and say thank you. Well, thank you if it works. If it doesn't work, you can, you know what I mean. I'm just messing. But anyway, here we go. Now with the Headblade, I always just go straight against the grain because it's generally a very smooth razor. So he sent me the attachment as well, so there's a different attachment to hold this cartridge onto the razor. Now what I will say straight away is it feels like it's got a slightly different edge on it, a slightly different angle on the head. It feels more efficient, but it's very, very smooth indeed. Just giving it a bit of a shake off, a bit of clean off. I don't want to clog it up after the first shave. You can see it's just melting the hair off. Yeah, very nice. I have to agree. He did say that this was better than the Headblade cartridges, and it is 100% better, definitely. I am a little bit more cautious of it because I do feel like it would cut you a lot easier than the Headblade ones would, because they're not very... This feels, because of the angle, a little bit more aggressive, even though it's a cartridge. I am just going to rinse, get some more warm water in the sink here, actual warm water, hot water for rinsing, because the lather is a little bit dry. So it is actually sticking to the blades. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pop it on my finger now, like so. And then away we go. Hopefully that'll make a bit of a difference. It has, but just, I do have 3 days growth, so it is clogging it up a little bit more than it normally would. I might just do one stroke and rinse. That's helping a little bit, but it's not doing much, to be honest. I'll tell you what, it's peeling through the hair. I'll just show you from the back, hopefully. So that's 3 days growth, so that is quite a fair chunk of hair. Just flip it around so it's facing that way now. we'll do this side. See, right now I can't see anything in my mirror. I'm basically focusing on the camera. I don't know. Wow. Well, there you go, eh? Well, you know I like a BBS shave. And that's BBS. So I hate using these cartridges. I mean, this thing is literally just a chunk of it's a chunk of plastic with 3 bits of metal on it, or 5 bits if you include the 2 little strips here. It's just a solid lump of plastic. And granted, that plastic will last a very, very long time. It will probably last my lifetime, really, and then some. But it's I mean, that's 12 minutes. I mean, the actual head shave itself was absolutely effortless. There is a couple of little spots of blood on the back, and I'll be honest, I was expecting a little bit because it feels way more efficient than the standard cartridge for the head blades, but absolutely brilliant. So that was Varen from Stirling, Mutton tallow base. I mean, 1 lather and residual slickness and I was done. I loaded that brush way too much for what I was doing. That is the Grizzly Bay 26mm Fanchurian, and the razor was brilliant. It always is brilliant. This is a great, great head shaving tool. It is superb. It is all plastic. It works very, very, very well. And it's not much more I can say about it. See, I mean, I've got a few spots of blood in the back. They're actually a bit bigger than first anticipated, but I'm really happy with that. And I will be finishing off, as I have been of late, with Codex Beauty Skin Superfood, but I'll do that after my face shave. So with that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. And thank you very much for sending this cartridge over. I cannot wait to use it again. Hopefully I'll get your name next time before I do my next head shave, and I can thank you verbally and naming you. Stay safe. Cheers.